Now, we're going to talk about this prison hype situation. Because just like I was fair to dancer, to Sean Paul, and I'm giving you facts and not feelings, I'm going to give you facts and not feelings about this prison hype situation with Mr. Palmer. Vybez Kartel's recent success is not prison hype. And why his story, his growth, and transformation are the real drivers. Okay? We're going to go deep into it. Prison alone does not create longevity. And I'm going to go deep surgically into this. Prison alone does not create longevity. If prison hype was enough, every incarcerated artist would return bigger. They don't. Every free up movement, free this one, free that one, would translate into sustained relevance. It doesn't. Go back and look. I don't have to call name. I'm not going to call name. Because you see, as soon as I call name, I put it in a box and people are going to say, oh, why you use him? Why you never use that one? Oh, why you no, you go back and do your own labor, do your own research. Here's the reality of it. Many artists went to prison and returned forgotten. They returned out of touch with the culture, and they returned without momentum. Here's the fire truth from Miss Blue Fire. Prison, yes, it's true, it can create attention, but it cannot manufacture impact. And we're going to go into impact and influence, but I want you to remember this. Here's the truth. Prison, yes, can create attention, but it cannot manufacture impact. Now, Kartel's relevance never stopped. Unlike most artists who disappear while incarcerated, guess what? Vybez Kartel, he continued to release music consistently. He continued shaping the language, the slang, and the themes. He still remained a reference point for younger artists. His success now isn't a return for you to say it's prison hype. It's a continuation of a presence that never really left, even though he was slowed down. Prison did take a lot from him, but he never really left, and he made it that way. We're going to go deeper. Now, the public, like Miss Julia, A.K.A. Miss Bluefire, yes, I talked about myself in the third person. That's fine. They don't like it. That's too bad. I am responding to transformation, not incarceration. I'm going to say this again. The public, just like me, we are responding to his transformation, not his incarceration. The incarceration is gone, long, and done. Right? We don't want to be tied to that memory. We don't want him to be tied to that memory. What people are reacting to today is his growth, is his reflection, is his change in his mindset, and his survival through adversity. Remember, what did I say dancehall was? Go back to the slides from before. That's why that was so important for me to do as a building block. This is dancehall, survival through adversity. This is why it hits, and this is why it's not prison hype. Audiences connect more deeply with redemption arcs, redemption song, right? Than controversy alone. There's a lot of controversy right now. I hear somebody else is in prison right now, not with the call name. You guys know who it is. I wish him would just stay out of trouble because he's very, 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 very talented. Not going to call him name, right? People don't celebrate jail. We celebrate what someone becomes after hardship. After hardship. This is why I told you I was always a fan of Kartel's music. Summertime is one of my favorite. Matter of fact, is my favorite song, one of the favorite songs for him. Right? I was always a fan of his music. But since he has come out and I've been watching him, I'm a fan of the person. And I'm going to go deeper into why. There's a lot of artists, because I'm not a fan type of person. I'm not a fan person. You never hear me call somebody like say, I'm a fan of this, I'm a fan of that. I appreciate people's music. That's why I can remain objective. I've never been a fangirl type of person, right? These are facts, and I'm going to be very clear about that. All right? I've been a fan of people's music, but this man here, with what I'm seeing, who he is, and how he has spent his time, I'm a fan of the person, and I'm going to go deeper into that because we're going to tie in some Masonic laws and some alchemy, which is what we practice. Okay? People don't celebrate jail. I'm going to say it again. They celebrate what someone becomes after hardship. That's not prison hype. No. He fought the system and outlasted the narrative. Kartel's journey was long. It was highly public. It was intensely scrutinized. But what mattered was his refusal to mentally collapse, his ability to remain creative and influential under pressure, his evolution beyond the version of himself that people once argued about. When Kartel came out, people expected him to be the same. Lots of people broke off friendships with him because he was not being the same person that they expected him or wanted him to be. These are facts. That story resonates across cultures, not just dancehall. That's why you find so much respect for him, even in hip hop. It's not just about the prison, it's the transformation, it's the alchemy, it's the story. It's not the prison. It's not prison hype. Prison hype don't last this long. I'm going to prove some more to you. Next. This is what prison hype looks like. I know what prison hype looks like. Why? I told you, I've worked with a lot of people who come out of prison and jails. Prison hype is short-term, people. Cultural power is long-term. Prison hype looks like this, a spike in attention. Oh, he's out and free. Temporary sympathy. One-off viral moments. That's what prison hype look like. Kartel's current success looks like multi-generational relevance, diaspora-wide engagement, respect across old and new audiences. That level of response only happens when a person's story aligns with growth. That level of response only happens when a person's story aligns with growth. It's not prison hype. Listen, he represents resilience, not rebellion. Not anymore. Many artists are celebrated for chaos and for shock value. Them in a prison again, them out, them in a jail again, them up, them fine with GUN, them fine with keys, them fine with this. Self-destruction. A lot of these artists, talented as they are, them always in trouble. Kartel is being acknowledged now for endurance, for his adaptation, for his mental resilience, and for his cultural contribution over time. Take a picture, come back to it. Give me credit though, because I know a lot of you men don't like women in the space. And a lot of times you like to lily down what we say, or take what we say and act like as if you came up with it and don't give us credit. Gentlemen, other gentlemen who like women and who appreciate our voices, please stand up for us when you see other men try to water down our thing, or when you see other men try to run an act and not give us credit.